Okay, class, today we're going to learn about dividing fractions. Remember last week we had learned about multiplying fractions. That was fun. We had a good time. Everybody did a great job. Dividing fractions isn't that much different, and we're going to go ahead and learn how to do that today. First things first is I'm going to go ahead and show you a video to kind of introduce you into dividing fractions. It's a fun video. I really like it. I'm going to turn the lights off here and we'll start the video.
Yeah. Nah, let's go. Keep, change, flip. Simple, right? Divided fractions. Flow calculator. Let's go. Keep, change, flip. Yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip. Yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip. Yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip. Yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. And fractions is easy. That's no lie. You just flip one, yep, then you multiply. Don't flip both, because that'll be strange. You need to keep one exactly the same. Yeah. Then the sign gets changed, division to multiplication, that's okay. Then flip the second fraction like you're on a grill. We multiply what's left, that's when we grill. Take 3/5, divided by 2/3. Keep, change, flip, that's the word. Keep 3/5 the same, change the sign so we multiply, that's the game. Flip 2/3, we get 3/2, then we can multiply, and so should you. 3 times 3 is 9, 2 times 5 is 10, 9/10 can't reduce it, that's the end. Why do we flip it? I'll explain it, man. Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by half. 20 students in your class divided by 2 would be 10 students. All we can do, 20 students in your class times half is 10. You see, you get the same thing at the end. Dividing is multiplying by the reciprocal. Keep, change, flip, yeah, that's the simple rule. Keep, change, flip, yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip, yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip, yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip, yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions.
All right, now that was a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights back on. Did everybody enjoy that video?
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great. It was fun. I kind of like hip hop. I know that you kids sometimes do, sometimes don't. So we're going to go ahead and address what we talked about, or what they talked about in that video. Okay? Notice the key to that video were 3 words: keep, change, and flip. And that's what we're going to go ahead and focus on. And if we can remember those 3 things, we can figure out how to divide fractions pretty much at all times. First thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to just put up a basic example. I'm going to walk you through it, and then we're going to do a few more from there. Okay, so the first one I have for you is 1/3 divided by 1/2. That equals. So our first step would be to keep. So we're always going to keep our first one the same. So we're going to keep 1/3 the same. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to change. We're going to change our division sign to a multiplication sign. And the last thing is flip. We're going to flip our last one here, and we're going to use the reciprocal of it. Can you guys remember what the reciprocal is? Cole, what's the reciprocal?
2.
2/1. Very good, Cole. Very good. Okay, so and now we're just back to multiplying fractions. And like I said earlier, you know, we did that in our last lesson, so we should know how to do that. So what's our first step?
Multiply plus.
Yep, very good. And that's 2. And our next step?
Multiply the bottom.
Very good. So that's it. Or can we reduce that any further?
No.
We can't. So we're going to go ahead and that is the correct answer. That's right. Let's do one. I'm going to show you how to do one more, and then we're going to do them together. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to go 3/4 divided by 2/3 equals. Okay? First thing we do is we keep. Very good. Very good. So we're going to keep that 3/4. The next thing, all together, we change. We change the division to multiplication. Very good. And the last thing we do, we flip. Exactly. So 2/3 becomes its reciprocal, which is 3/2. Next, we multiply the top, 9. And then we multiply the bottom, 8. Now, is this the way we should leave that problem?
No.
No, it's not. It's an improper fraction like that. That is actually equal to 1 1/8. And that would be our final answer there. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and let me first show you this, I guess. They showed this in the video, and I think this is very important in helping to understand why we can just keep changing and flip. So if we have 100, and we divided that by 2, we all know the answer, right?
Yes.
It's 50, right? Okay, but we also know that 102 can also be written as fraction form, correct? Correct. So if we have 100 over 1, which is the same thing, these two are equal, divided by 2 over 1, also equal, and we're looking for the answer, okay? So we keep 100 over 1, we change to multiplication, and we flip to 1/2. Okay, multiply the top, we have 100. Multiply the bottom, we have 2. What would we rewrite that fraction as? 50, very good. And we all know that 50 is equal to 50. So these two are the same. Okay, that's kind of the math behind all of that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and just write up a couple examples on the board. I'm going to ask you guys, and we're going to walk through them together, okay? So I have 7/8 divided by 3/4 equals. Cole, what's our first step?
We're going to keep the 7/8.
We're going to keep the 7/8. That's very good. Nice work, Cole. What's our next step?
We're going to change division to multiplication.
Exactly. We're going to change this to multiplication. And our last step, together?
Reciprocal. Flip.
Flip. We're going to flip. So we have 4/3 here, which I realize that's an improper fraction, but for the sake of making our final project correct, we're going to leave it as an improper fraction. So 7 times 4? 28, very good. And 8 times 3? 24. Is that how we should leave that problem?
No.
No, what should we do next?
We should reduce.
Reduce, so how are we going to reduce it first?
See what they're closest multiplying to.
I agree with you. I personally always like to go with 2's instantly. I know that they're equal to, and I will break it down. I realize it takes longer, but I feel like I'll always be correct. So 28 divided by 2 is 14, right? Yes. And 24 divided by 2 is 12. Is that done?
No.
No, it's not. We can do 2's again. So we have 7 and 6. Is that done?
For reducing,
It is done for reducing, but how do we make that into a proper fraction?
we have to rewrite it.
Rewrite it. And what would that be rewritten as, Cole?
1 and 1/6.
1 and 1/6. Very good. Very good. Let's do one more. I guess I lost my, here's my eraser. Let's do one more. Let's do 1 3/4 divided by 3/4 equals. What's our first step?
We keep.
We keep. How would we make this, by keeping this, how would we make it easier?
We'd have to turn it into an improper fraction.
We would want to turn it into an improper fraction here just to keep everything nice and easy. Now what would an improper fraction be here, Cole?
We would have to add 4 to the 3/4 because 1 is equal to 4.
We would add 4 to the 3/4 exactly, because 1 is the same as 4 over 4, which would be the same as saying 4 over 4 plus 3 over 4, right? Which would leave us 7 over 4. So we're going to keep it as 7 over 4. Our next step is
Change.
change, exactly. We're changing here. And our last step, of course,
Flip.
flip. And we have 4/3 here, okay? Top is equal to
28.
28, that's very good. And the bottom is equal to 12, exactly. Is that its lowest form?
No.
That's not. What should we do here?
Reduce.
Reduce. What were we going to reduce by?
2.
2, very good. Half of 28 is 14 again, that one I struggle with apparently. Half of 12 is 6. Can we reduce more?
Yes.
Yes, we can. We have 7 and 3. Is that its lowest form, or is it a proper fraction?
No.
No, it's not. What would be the proper fraction right now?
2
2
and 1/3.
1/3. Very good, very good. Okay, does everybody have an understanding of what we're trying to do here?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do next is go ahead and take out your books, and we're going to do problems 1 through 20 evens, okay? All right, thank you.